Outside Lloyd. Up top, Swish. Shot clock at 6. Shot from free throw range. New York with the rebound.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Ionescu outside. Stewart with the screen. Takes the 3. And it's rebounded by Jackie Young.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
The rebound by Parker Tyus.
Even though she missed it, she couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that.
Wilson can't hit.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. Jones outside. Stewart. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
Cannot fall asleep when guarding Breanna Stewart from downtown. She has the kind of range you simply have to respect.
Now here's Swish. From the arc. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Parker Tyus. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Wilson pulls it down.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Now here's Swish. D right on her. Back to Lloyd. Shoots over Cloud. And the basket by Lloyd.
Knocking down shots. It's really what Lloyd does. An instant spark offensively in the backcourt.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Cloud outside. Back to Ionescu. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Aces.
She might want to maybe defer for a while. She's had her chances this quarter, but nothing's fallen.
And basket is good. Got it to go through the contact. So a free throw coming up. Opportunity for a three-point play. And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
And here in the first, 3 minutes in. Ionescu outside. They need this. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
After missing 4 straight, she gets one up and down.
Now here's Swish. Covered by Ionescu. Now here is Lloyd. Here's George. Stewart grabs the miss.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Pass to Ionescu. Here's Fibish. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The rebound by A'ja Wilson.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Good defensive work by Jonquel Jones. Ionescu up top. Guarded by Young. Pass to Stewart. Buries it down low.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
Swish with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's easy to get spoiled watching her play the game of basketball, but I would advise you to not take this for granted. She makes these plays look so simple.
Now here is Ionescu. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Hits it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Their first turnover of the game overall, they've taken good care of it. Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Here's George. Rebounded by Phoebish.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Jones. Cloud.
Mom, watch the cutter! Help me out!
Down low. Harrison. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Now, this is where Harrison is at her best, scoring inside. She's a 5 who plays like a 5.
And Brian, with Isabel Harrison, they've got a very effective operator down low.
She's really honed her technique and her footwork. Plus, with her agility, she can make a defense work very hard inside.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3. Here's George. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud. New York leading. And here's Johannes. Beyond the arc. Stokes with the rebound. And here are the Aces now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. George can't hit.
Another miss. She's having an ugly game offensively.
Cloud outside. Picked by Jones. Cloud can't get it to go. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That's tipped. Swish with it. Working on Jones. Shot's good by George.
Was not phased at all by the bigger defender on her. And in the low block, I thought she might be a little phased.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be her comfort zone. But hey, she looked pretty comfortable right there, didn't she?
Now here's Jones. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Timeout called the Aces. The Aces trailing. Now George. She's got 7. Banked in off the glass.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And the Liberty with possession here. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Let's go with a 3. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
George can't hit.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. It's rebounded by Young.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Here's George. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now here's Cloud. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Swish with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. Chelsea Gray for three. Offensive board. Here's Young. Off target at the rim. Brianna Stewart drives in. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
It's an underrated facet of Stewie's game, the bounce. She can attack the rack at will.
Here's George. That shot missing. And the Liberty with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. Cloud outside. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Liberty leading by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. The second half just about to get going here. Here's Ionescu. Uncovered. The long distance three is buried.
Did you see how deep that shot was? There are truly no limits to what Ionescu can do out there.
You know, when you look at Sabrina Ionescu, one of the highlights for her in the offseason, competing against Steph Curry in a three-point contest. That was fun.
It was also special for NBA and WNBA fans. The event took place during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and Sabrina held her own, recording a score of 26 to Steph's 29.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
And she makes both free throws. Ionescu has it. 10 points for her. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Stewart shoots over Wilson, and she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The mid-range is really one of the many parts of her offensive game. Stewart is deadly from that area. That's part of why she's so difficult to defend.
Timeout called the Aces. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Swish. She's tightly guarded. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Ionescu. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Shots good by George.
A pretty savvy passer, Lloyd knows how to spot those open opportunities.
Here's Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Shoots over Parker Tyus. Jones, no good.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's George. Lee Hamilton with the rebound.
They're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And here's Cloud. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Yo, watch this, watch this.
Now here is Stewart, guarded by Young. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. The rebound by A'ja Wilson. Now here's Swish. She's guarded closely. And down it goes. 2 points.
A sensational run has them on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
It's been an unreal turnaround, and I'm going to credit their defense right along with their offense for giving them the spark they needed.
It has been, on both sides of the court, what they've needed.
And the shot goes in.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Now George. She's got 21. Wilson sets a screen. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. It's good from long range.
After a horrific first half of the field, the shots are finally starting to drop for them.
Ionescu outside. You have to respect how Jonquel Jones has continually upped her game.
Well, she never seems satisfied with her game, does she? Even after she won Most Improved Player, she just kept working to get even better. And the results speak for themselves, as she eventually won League MVP.
Both shots good from the stripe. And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. Team Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from 3 over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
The Aces with the lead. Now here's Swish. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
For 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
Here's George. And good that time. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands.
Pass to Phoebish. Now Sabali. Ionescu has it. She's guarded by Swish. Ionescu misses.
Early on, she tried to shoot her way out of this funk, but now that it's later in the game, I think she might want to just give it up and look for her teammates to do the bulk of the scoring.
Right wing. The 3 is up. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
You know, they shot just over 30% in the first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously. But they're getting much better looks since halftime and bringing that percentage up.
Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Plays so tough inside. Ionescu will not back down.
Now here's Swish. Covered by Ionescu. And it's Gray missing.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
Ionescu outside. Fires for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Timeout. Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Timeout called the Aces. So both teams making some changes here. The ace is trailing. Up top, Swish. Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Parker Tyus. To the paint. Here's George. Out to Lloyd. Shoots over Cloud. And all around the rim that time. Before dropping in.
You love to see how Jewel Lloyd never backs down. She goes on the attack and finds the big bucket.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Asia Wilson grabs the board. Pass to George. Over Stewart. And some very quick points for them on that possession.
Moving the ball well out of the front court. Wilson with a nice find.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
New York trailing here. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. To the middle. Here's Wilson. And she banks in the layup.
As big time a player as you'll ever see. Asia Wilson in the clutch.
On offense, here's the Liberty. Eve Stewart gets it to go.
Look, a big part of being a dominant scorer is coming through with big buckets for your team. Stewart simply thrives under pressure.
George. Yep, that goes.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up now. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
Here's Cloud. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Back to Cloud. Pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 5. Over to the wing. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And Parker comes up with the rebound.
Now the defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Here's George. Cloud pulls it in. And the Liberty with possession here. It's a 5-point game.
That's the concentration you need to succeed in clutch moments. Jones stays locked in down the stretch.
And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And she cannot convert on the second. That one misses.
Time running low here.
Score quickly and then probably foul them.
You just can't waste time here.
Cloud can't get it to go. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but, you know, they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They could not waste any more time.
And so she drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Las Vegas grabs the miss. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game. And the Liberty call time here. Guys, what do you think?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
Three off the inbound. Nails the trade. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 7-point ball game. New York calls timeout. Your thoughts, guys?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
Bangs home the trifecta.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
So it's the 8.
You had a tall task going up against Breanna Stewart and her team so early in the season, but you had a good game overall. Did it take you a minute to settle in and adjust?
You can watch all the film you want to prepare, but when you're playing Stewie for the first time, it's honestly, it's kind of mesmerizing. So yeah, it took me a minute or two, but after that, I held my own.
Did she say anything to you during the game?
Oh yeah. She said, "Welcome to the W," and after that, she hit a 3 in my face. Ooh. So not much I could do but laugh, but I'll return the favor next time.